6 months on from the Grenfell Tower fire, the vast majority of survivors are still struggling in temporary accommodation, unable to begin the process of rebuilding their lives. This is an inexcusable failure by the state. At a local level, it reflects the Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea's unwillingness to take the kind of drastic and urgent actions available to them to assist survivors. Conservative councillors rejected out of hand the possibility of using compulsory purchase powers to reclaim local empty homes, for example, and it took months for RBKC to listen to the demands from the local community to draw from their substantial reserves to support rehousing costs. A survey circulated by the local Conservative Association last month, asking residents in one of the wealthier wards to rank the importance of support for Grenfell survivors against issues such as parking and rubbish collection, demonstrates the callous attitude towards victims of the fire that still prevails within the governing party. Survivors do not feel that the local authority is supporting them, rather the opposite. At Tuesday's Grenfell Scrutiny Committee meeting, one survivor described the stress of attempting to access local government assistance for her elderly parent as a type of torture. "We feel we are being penalized for being alive." A total of 17 local Conservative councillors have either been deselected or are resigning their posts before next May's local elections, suggesting that at least some have the humility to acknowledge the absolute failure of RBKC to deal with housing issues post-Grenfell. Hopefully new councillors will be genuinely dedicated to assisting survivors. But they will have to get up to speed quickly. As residents have pointed out, at the current rate of rehousing there will still be Grenfell families without permanent homes not just by May, but for another 2 years. This cannot be tolerated. That so many are facing a Christmas without cooking facilities or space for their children to play is shocking. RBKC's continual failure to keep its promises to survivors, the most recent promise had been to rehouse most survivors by Christmas, suggests it may soon be time to call in commissioners to deal with these deep inadequacies. And national government also continues to do much more to harm than to help. Despite its promises to act on the massive shortage of affordable secure housing in many parts of the UK, the government still pushes policy that supports only provision of private homes for sale or at rent levels far higher than the vast majority of working people in London can afford.